Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Adorable Souls 1111. My name's Adora and welcome. I'm going to be doing a general love reading for the week beginning September 10th through the 16th. Please keep in mind this is just a general reading, so this may resonate with some of you, but not all of you. Please forgive me, I'm a little bit nervous. It's been 2 years since I've done my last reading. A lot has changed through the course of time, and there was I went through finalizing my divorce. After that was a breakup, but it's okay. I mean, every situation and everything that we go through there's always a lesson to be learned. So for me, I always feel like yeah, no regrets. I mean, I'm just happy, and that I was able to experience love when I did, and the lessons that it taught me to prepare, I believe, for the person I am today. So with that being said, also, not too many people know this about me, but I am a little bit nervous, and I do get shy to do these readings. I don't know why, because I mean I love doing it. I'm very passionate about it, but I mean, as a Leo, you would think that we are kind of love to be in the limelight, center of attention, but sometimes, depending on what the circumstances or situation, yeah, no, that's not me. But but yeah, so stay tuned. There's going to be a lot going on this channel. There's going to be a lot of topics that I'm going to be going over regarding love, but just keep in mind that everything that I will be sharing with you is going to be a lot of what I went through, and in hopes and teaching you and guiding you to an amazing, unconditional, loving partnership. Also know that anything that I share with you, any advice or guidance or anything that I share with you on this channel, please know that it's nothing that I have not experienced, nothing that I've not learned from. There's gonna be times where I will open up and share, which I think I have in my past readings, about my personal journey with my past relationships. Also, I am a twin flame. I am part of what they call the collective, and that's the reason why I'm here to deliver these beautiful messages for you. And I hope that it resonates with a lot of you guys, and help guide you and navigate you to possibly looking for a partner, or in the relationship that you're in right now. So with that being said, let's get right into it. The deck that I'm going to be using is a Romance Angel deck. It's one of my favorites, so let's just go right ahead into it. All right, angels, what are the messages regarding everyone's love life? What is it that you are wanting them to know for their greater good? Angels, as I'm speaking, I have oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure you can see in the background, it's this beautiful, beautiful park with the lake. The lake is on the other side, and there's like a little pond in this area, and I mean, ever since I stumbled upon it, I don't know, it's just beautiful and peaceful. And I don't know, there's like kids playing in the background. I don't know if you hear them, but yeah, just times like this where you can detach from the demands of life and just enjoy, the quiet space. That's really refreshing to the soul. But yeah, angels, any messages regarding everyone's love life, anything that you're wanting them to know? Also, I pulled a 4-card spread. So for those who are tuning in for the first time, that's how I do my readings. Well, the first 2 cards that popped out was Religious Factors and Free Yourself. One more card, please. we go. Okay. Give me a second to look over the cards. Okay. So for the first card that came out was religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So for me, this card is telling me that for some of you, the person, well, first off, yeah, so for some of you, I feel like the angels are wanting you to know to kind of keep an open mind. If you're the person that is seeking a possible, well, obviously that's why everyone's here, right? But for some of you that are not in a relationship, your religion, your spiritually, you are being guided to someone that could be possibly in the same spiritual journey as you. I strongly feel that for some of you, yeah, that there might be someone of interest that you might have, and spiritually you are being guided to this person. For some reason they're kind of standing out. And I know that it's hard, especially if, let's say, if you're a Christian or Baptist or whatever religious beliefs that you have. I know that sometimes in family or they, you know, I've heard this saying before, like, you know, stick to your own kind. That doesn't necessarily work with love, you know, when we open our hearts to be, you know, receptive to, you know, unconditional love. There's just no rule to say, you know, you should fall in love with this person, and you know they share the same beliefs as you, or you know, the same upbringing and so forth. And I mean, this can, you know, this can go for a lot of people, but I think specifically, sorry, there was just a little kid coming by, and I just wanted to give a few minutes to kind of be here one with you without any little distractions, even though kids are not distractions, but you know what I mean. But I don't know, even for me, I feel like this card is telling me that, you know, your angels and your spiritually, you being guided to someone that is, you know, spiritually connected to you. I know for me speaking, I know, you know, there's different aspects that I look at when looking into a partnership, you know, besides, you know, sexually, you know, or energetically, you know, me and, you know, whoever I'm seeking, I always look at those little details. But for me now, it's more spiritually. I want to be spiritually connected with someone. For me, it's important because everything else is great, but you know, and that might be fine for some of you who, you know, who aren't, you know, in a spiritual place, or, and I mean, and that's fine. But for me, I feel like, to me, that's important to me, for someone, you know, who who I show interest in hopes of a relationship, that we can be spiritually connected, because it means it's important to me. So yeah, I believe for some of you guys, your upbringing, you know, and the spiritual aspect, you know, for some of you, I think, you know, there might be someone, you know, kind of coming, you know, forward, and just keep in mind that you might have this spiritual connection with in some way, whether they're your soulmate, your twin flame, or maybe the same spiritual background, whether being a Christian, Baptist, religious beliefs, whatever that may be for you. Or this could also very well, you know, mean for some of you that are in a relationships and you find yourself that things may not be, you guys may not be on the same page, you know, spiritually. You may be growing, and as you are becoming more spiritually connected with yourself, you may start, you know, seeing you and the person that you were with, that maybe, you know, you find yourself that you're kind of drifting apart a little bit, because for you, as you're spiritually growing, and this person is not in the same spiritual journey as you, that maybe you're starting to feel like, you know, a detachment from you and this person. So yeah, and then the next card that came out was free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, which strongly speaks to me because even in, you know, I mean, I can honestly say even with, you know, my last partner, that's the one thing that I felt like I was struggling the most spiritually. I just did not feel connected, and the more and more I worked on myself, you know, kind of became in hermit mode to kind of focus on me, only because there was just things in the relationship that just wasn't working. Things weren't, it just, you know, just so many issues were surfacing, and I don't know if it's because I was changing more and more inside, and then I started realizing that maybe the chemistry that we had, or, you know, the passion for each other had, just wasn't enough. And I feel like for some of you that yeah, what I mentioned before about, you know, the more that you are becoming tapping into yourself spiritually, maybe you and this person that you are in a relationship with, you know, like I said, just may not be on the same page. So, you know, the angels are telling you to free yourself from it. You know, it's time to take, you know, control of your life. You know, relationship. I mean, I know that, you know, you want to stay in a relationship and you want to be with someone because of you love them, you care for them, we've been together for so long, and then you find yourself that, you know, circumstances is what's navigating this relationship and not you. And you can't control what is. If spiritually you're feeling that you're changing within the inside, you can't control. Oh my God, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know what just happened there. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to try. Ever since I've been trying to do these readings, something has been happening. But it's okay. I'm going to, hopefully the beginning did not erase, and hopefully we can continue from there. But yeah, it's like this thing that I have wrote on my Facebook. You cannot control others. All that you can do is control the way you react. So if, let's say, you are feeling in a space where spiritually you're growing, you're evolving, you're changing from the inside out, you cannot control the person that you are with. You can't. All that you control in your life is just you. And, you know, that is obviously is going to change sometimes in relationships. So if you're that person in the relationship and, you know, you feel yourself growing spiritually, and then you just, you know, this is the dynamic between you and your partner is just not, it's becoming toxic, or you guys are not on the same page, free yourself from that, detach from that, just let it go. As much as you love this person, let it go, because the only thing that you can do is just control your life, control you. Because remember, everything that everything that we do to fuel our soul is going to shine out, and others around us may or may not be receptive to that. And that's why everything around you is just not, you know, it doesn't work in the way that you hopefully want it to be. But yeah, I think for those who are in a relationship, and the ones that are not, and the ones that are seeking, remember, you cannot control how or when or where or how, like, you cannot control how someone enters into your life. So again, if you feel like, oh, you know, if I go on these dating sites, or if I you know, meet someone, you know, through mutual friends, or even better, like, oh, I'm gonna have a social gathering at my house. Yeah, that's how you control the situation, right? You, the ones, you know, having this gathering, inviting or telling you whom you're inviting, invite their friends in hopes in meeting someone. But you know what? That may not work. You know, that may not work. That may not be how you, or, you know, of how you're gonna work, or how you're gonna be guided to find, you know, this partner. So you gotta let that go. You gotta free yourself from all of that, detach from that, let everything just fall into place. And the universe have this beautiful way of kind of guiding you, nudging you to, you know, who is meant to be in your life. I always say. The third card that came out is this could be the one. You already met this romantic partner you seek. And I love this card because this just tells me that this is speaking about soulmates, twin flames. Those are the ones you've met before in lifetimes. You know, they're part of your soul family. And I believe that, you know, spiritually, you're going to find, for the ones that are looking, you're going to find that person in that way who you do spiritually connect with. And, you know, who you surround yourself with, you know, people with the same, you know, the same vibration. But when you detach yourself and you let yourself go of controlling of, you know, how that process is going to work for you meeting someone, the one that does come forward. And yeah, that could be the potential person for you. But something is going to, the angels are letting you know, like, yeah, for those that are that are, you know, are headed in that direction, yeah, that person that even, I mean, this could even be for myself because I'm not seeing anyone, even though, you know, spiritually I am connected, you know, with, you know, some people. But, you know, there's always that, you know, one person that kind of, you know, stands out. And, you know, it's even more amazing when spiritually you are connected in that that aspect. So, but the angels are letting you know that, yeah, this person, you guys already met each other before. But this strongly for me, if I feel like the angels are talking about you have a soulmate connection with this person. It could be, in fact, your twin. But the ones who aren't on that twin flame journey, you know, don't get discouraged. And the ones that are in relationship, you know, maybe the relationship that you're in, and like I said, when you are spiritually becoming in tune to yourself, and you're, you know, you change on the inside, you know, maybe that particular relationship is not working, maybe because there's someone else that you know, the angels, you know, have in mind for you. You know, this person does fulfill you in a spiritual way, or is connected with you, I'm sorry, in that way. And yeah, so the last card that came out was reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to you. So yeah, well, there's a lot of someone from your past. So whoever this, for the ones that are not in a relationship, who is coming forward to you, you guys, I mean, honestly, have this this past life soulmate, you know, spiritual connection with. It's obvious, it's clear. I mean, in every single card. I mean, that's what that's the messages that I see. You know, and reconciliation for me, it's like being a twin. It's, I mean, obviously, if you guys don't know, but twin flame, we are, you know, we are two individuals that share the same soul. You know, and we've shared lifetime and lifetime and lifetime, reincarnating, you know, on this planet. But, you know, once your soul is awakened and you finally meet this person, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of thing, like, for me, how could I explain it? Like, you know, forgiveness. And because remember, we've chose to do this. We've chose to, you know, separate, come on this lifetime and experience, you know, life, you know, on this planet. And when you rediscover, you know, who you are and who your partner is, for me, it's like, well, I'm sorry it took so long, because to get there, you have to spiritually grow. You have to, you know, look within, find yourself. So, I mean, it could even be the ones that are in a relationship, because for me, I feel like this is two individuals. It could be the ones that, you know, have, you know, religious background, beliefs, and then it's like somewhere along the line, as you guys were on your, you know, on your path in life, you guys kind of veered off of that, and somehow your relationship has, became tumultuous. So, to, obviously the angels are letting you know that that person is your one. It's your is that person that you've been wanting. And in order to get back to that space, you have to free yourself and detach, and take control of you. And that's the only person you can control, is yourself. And then in doing so, you reconcile. But for me, this just seems strongly that it's talking about someone who has a spiritual connection with someone. And like I said, it could be a soulmate or a twin flame, and that person's going to come back into your life with an offer, and want to reconcile their differences. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, for some of you that are in a relationship and there's a lot going on, detach from it, because maybe by you freeing yourself from that, the person that you were ultimately meant to be with might just come back in your life. Or like I said, spiritually, maybe you have a soul connection with someone from your past, and they're gonna kind of come back in to kind of give you an offer, reconcile whatever differences you guys have. So I mean, it's a lot of information, I know. Just take whatever resonates with you, because this is a general love reading. You're talking about so many people in so many different situations. So I can't say that none of us could ever say that this whole entire message was just for just one person. But I can see so many different situations and scenarios of who it can be for. But like I said, take what resonates. And I hope that you're able to resonate with this message. And yeah, so I guess that's it. All right, if you guys like this message, please hit like, subscribe, and please share. Like I said, this is my first reading since 2 years, so yeah, I think my nerves maybe could play a little part in it. At the same time, since I decided to start this, when I felt like it was time for me to start doing these readings again, I've been getting a lot of messages, a lot of downloads, so much information to share with you guys. So please stay tuned. There's going to be a lot going on, a lot of amazing changes. And, I want to walk this journey with you, to help you reach, a fulfilled, loving, unconditional partnership with someone. So stay tuned. I'm sending you guys so much love. Take care.